Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about DTD. So as we discussed in previous video, like what is XML, how to write XML code, and how to validate the XML. So now DTD is nothing but document type definition. Document type definition, which is going to check whether XML file is valid or not. Okay, so in XML we have two things, like what is well formed and what is valid. So coming to well formed, checking the syntax rules of an XML file is nothing but validation. Checking the syntax of XML is nothing but well formed. Then coming to validation, whether it is following the DTD or XSD. Whether an XML document is following DTD or XSD, then we can say that XML document is a valid XML document. Okay, so for that, first, either you can write DTD, by following the DTD you can write XML. After writing XML, by seeing that code you can write the DTD. Okay, so now let us see how to write DTD for an XML document. So here I am going to take one example of email, XML of email. So as I said, what is the structure of XML document in previous video? If you don't know about it, please once go through it. So directly here I am writing XML code. So I am having email is a root element. Then I have in email like to is a child element. Okay, so I'm mentioning like any name which we are going to send that email to. Okay, and from. So two from our child nodes, and I'm going to mention one more element in XML, that is subject. Then I'm going to write a body of the email. So here I'm closing the body tag. So this is the normal XML document. This is the normal XML document which contains the email is a root element. Then two from subject and body are the child elements. So I am saving this file. So I'm saving file name as email dot XML. Okay. So after saving this, now we will check how to write DTD. So here first DTD, here DTD, it is for two types. One is internal DTD and another one is external DTD. Two types of DTDs are available. We can write a DTD in terms of two types like internal and external. So coming to first, we will check with the internal. So for the same file, how to write the internal DTD? So as you know, like we are going to write the DTD with one of the tag, that is XML. So start with this XML. Then we need to include version equal to 1.0. So now for writing DTD, we need to use the tag that is doc type. For writing DTD, we need to use the tag that is doc type. So after this, you need to mention the what is the root element you have mentioned in while writing XML file. Here, what is the root element? Email, right? So mention that email. Then you need to write what are the elements in that email. Okay. So for that, how to write? Again, you take one more element, that is with element. You are mentioning elements in what is the element, root element it is having. So write again email. So email, it is having to, from, subject and body, right? So mention those to, from, subject, to, from, subject and body. Okay. So just close this. What you are writing here? Just you are mentioning element, which is the, what is the element name, like email. And in this email, we are having the child element, that is to, from, subject and body. So by seeing the XML document, you need to frame the structure of DTD. Okay. So next, you mentioned element email, it is having these. Okay. Then what are these to, from, subject, body are, whether these are elements or whether these are attributes, that you need to write it, right? So here we can mention again those things by using the tag that is element. Next, you need to mention the element name, that is to. Okay. So after this to, what it is? Data type. See, in programming languages, while declaring variable, you need to mention the data type, right? So here also, we need to mention the data type of what is the data you are going to enter into these elements while writing the XML file. Suppose if you take two, it is having text, characters, okay? So this is a type of string. Suppose instead of that, if you are having any date of birth, okay, so then that will be date. Suppose if you are having any price, then that will be a number. So according to that, you need to mention the data type of it. So while writing DTD, we are having two types of data types. Two types of data types you need to use while writing DTD. So first one is PC data. Okay. Then second one is C data. So what is PC data? There is parsed character data. Parsed character data, and C data is character data. So what is the meaning of this parsed character data and character data? So by default, every XML element, it will have PC data. So when to use this character data is like you don't want to change the data type of it, like whatever suppose if you are writing using any Telugu or any regional language websites, there you have to store the website data into XML. In XML file, it is having like regional languages which we can't convert into machine code. Okay, so for that, like you need to transfer that same data to the another machine or another platform. Then you need to go with the C data. Okay, so by default, for every XML document, it will have a character data type, that is PC data. So mention it as PC data. Okay, so just to close this, then again we have one more element. Okay, so here one more element we have, that is 2 is completed. Next one, it is from, right? So write from, then mention the data type hash PC data. Next, okay. Again, we need to write one more, that is element to from completed, then subject, right? So write subject, then mention the data type hash PC data. Okay, so no need of closing this. Next, element subject completed. Again, we have body. So body, then mention PC data. So after writing all this, just we have opened a square bracket, close that. So this is the internal DTD, where you are going to write DTD along with XML file in only one file, and you are going to save that file with file name dot extension XML. Okay, so this is will come under internal DTD. So while saving, it is showing error for me. XML passing at line 11, opening and ending tag mismatch, subject line 11, and okay, so we missed this. Just close this subject. See, please, it is like for elements, while writing XML code, it is a case sensitive while writing elements. So you can't mention like subject, it is in lowercase, and while closing it should not mention uppercase. So just passing line at 7. What is the mistake? PC data. So don't close this. So here you need to close this square bracket, then you need to close this element. Okay, one more you require it. This one. Space is required after the element name. So just to give space here. XML passing error at line 1, passing XML expected is. You need to give this. Okay, so now it is okay, no errors, right? So after saving this, then how to check whether it is valid or not? So for this, if you are using any editor, you need to install plugin. So I am using here Notepad++. You need to install the plugin. Okay. So what is that plugin? We will see here. Go to plugins. Okay. Then this XML tools, you need to install it. XML tools, you need to install it. So after installing this, how to install, I'll show you. If you don't have this XML tools option, what to do? So just click on plugins, then go with this plugin manager, then click on show plugin manager. Okay. So if you check, it is still it is getting. So available, you are going to get all the plugins. So if you select here, last you will have the option with XML tools. See, for me it's not showing. Why? Because I already installed. So it will be in this tab, that is installed. So this is the plugin you need to install. Okay. So after installing it, just go to again plugins, XML tools. Then you are going to have the option with validate now. So if you click on this validate now, now it will show you DTD validation XML is valid. Okay. So again, if you check with, like, suppose I forgot to give this bracket. Okay. So now you check with the validation, XML tools, validate now. So XML passing error at line 11 expected, this one showing. Okay. So this is the one way of how to validate your XML file. So that is normal syntax error. How to check with the DTD whether it is following the structure of DTD or not, right? So here while writing DTD2, I have mentioned like this. Spelling I have given while writing DTD TOO. Okay, but while writing XML file, here I have mentioned only TO2. Okay, so now you check with the validation. So it will show you validation of current file using DTD, error, no declaration for element 2. What is it showing error? No declaration for element 2, isn't it? So what is that? While writing DTD, you have mentioned element name is TOO, but while writing XML file, you have mentioned element is TO2. Means this XML file is not following the structure of DTD. So now this XML file is not a valid XML, we can say. Okay, so that is the use of DTD, document type definition, which is going to check for validating the XML file. Okay, so this is the one of the type, that is internal DTD. Got it? Now let us see how to write external DTD. Now let us see how to write external DTD. I'm going to I'm going to explain with the same example what I have written for email XML file. So this one, how to check how to write external DTD. Okay. So for that, what you have to do is you need to separate these both. Okay. So just I'm taking like Control X, take another new file, then paste it here. Now this one you save it with like email external, email X. I'm giving email X. Okay. And extension you need to mention it .xml only. Save. Okay. Now this one is your DTD. Okay. You have written DTD. Now how to include this DTD into XML file? Okay. So no need of mentioning this. Directly you can mention this for XML file. Okay. So go to XML. Just copy that. So this is the XML. Now how to include your DTD into XML? So this one you need to save it as, go to file, then click on save as email dot, you need to mention extension as DTD, document type definition. Okay. So just click on save. Okay. So here, while writing DTD, how to include this? So just you need to write DTD and then save it with file name.dtd. Okay. Then coming to XML file, here we need to include that file. So for that, I am using the element that is doc type. I am going to use the element that is doc type. Then mention the root element, that is email. Okay, email. Then you need to use the keyword that is system. It is mandatory to use this keyword. I'll explain why you are using that keyword. Okay. Then in double quotes, you need to mention the what is the DTD file name. What is the DTD file name? I have mentioned here email.dtd. So mention that email.dtd. Sorry, case sensitive. Okay. So email.dtd. Then close this. So no need of this. Doc type email system email.dtd. Then this is the XML file. Okay, so just to save it, Control S, unable to load the DTD email.dtd. Doc type email. So here you need to change little bit while writing DTD. Okay. So then element node email. So So I have saved DTD, then come to XML. Now check in with the same process XML validate. So unable to load the DTD email dot DTD email email dot DTD. So once check with whether both the files are saved in the same folder or not. Both are saved in same folder. So why you're using this system keyword is why, because to mention both DTD and XML file are both are available in the same system. So to indicate that you are going to use the word that is system keyword here. Do you understood? Okay. So email doc type email element email to from subject body, then element to PC data from element subject element body, and you are going to close this one and this one. So just to save it, we will try to give the same file name, save as email.xml, say yes, okay, email, email. One second, we'll check with the folder. So here email, document type email, email XML document. Delete this. Email dot DTD. Email. Updating the email file, you have mentioned here email.dtd, right? So here, while writing DTD, no need to mention this. If it is internal, you are going to mention with the doc type. Okay. So as it is an external DTD, directly you can write with the element. Directly you need to write with the element and mention root element and what are the child elements it is having. So just save it DTD and go to XML file, and it is also save it. Then go with the plugins, then XML tools, as like same process how we are done with the internal. So open your XML file and go with the XML tools and click on validate now. So it is going to show now XML is valid. So how you are going to check it with this structure with the DTD. Suppose here I am going to change the subject. I am changing the spelling. So now you check with the validation. So it will show opening and ending tag mismatch. Okay. This is only syntax error. Suppose I have removed this subject. So now what it is showing? Validation of current file using DTD. Element email content does not follow the DTD expected to from subject and body. So what it is saying? Like it is saying it should follow the structure of to, from, subject and body, where that subject is missing in this XML file. Okay. So this is the use of DTD, document type definition, which is going to validate the XML file. In this we are having internal DTD and external DTD. Got it? So kindly please practice